Hello everybody, my name is David Peters, and I spoke with Brian McIntyre this morning. Today's the 2nd of May 2011. He stated that on the pitch day at headquarters last month that there was some interest in being able to provide some mapping data, whether by using Google Earth or GIS software. And during the conversation it came up that I had presented to David Vargas a couple of 3 years back some of the techniques and procedures that we could incorporate into our daily operations or our future operations in order to actually be able to, I guess I would have to say, capture the power of geocoding and geomapping. Anyway, Brian said I should basically put together a little bit of a demo. I'm not really 100% set to do so, but I am going on leave for the next week. So before I finished today's work, I thought I'd do this quick video and basically just show you some of the ideas that I gave David Vargas, and let's kind of decide for yourself. Next week when I come back, I'll put something a little bit more polished together, and we can talk if you'd like to. After all, it'll work for you. So without any other delay.
Okay, so this program is Google Earth, and it's not exactly a true GIS because it doesn't really have the database underlying the graphics, but you can insert flat files or databases into it. So what I've done is I'm showing you just a couple of little files that I've written that I actually wrote a couple of years back. This was part of my demonstration to David Vargas. We're a little bit more advanced in this now, but again, it's going to show you the basic general idea. One of the first things that I suggested that we could do was to be able to literally geocode our housing authorities, and in this case I've geocoded the Louisiana and the Texas DHAP-IKE participants. So let's actually zoom in a little bit, and you can see that what we've done is we actually have placed all of those housing authorities where they actually reside. In fact, let's actually zoom in here into the Texas Panhandle area, and you can see that we've got the different OR codes. In fact, when I click on them, I have inserted, you can see that I just click on TX017. This is the Housing Authority of the City of Galveston. It's got the Executive Director's name, the county, the phone number, and the fax number. Pretty interesting is I've actually geocoded it in so that from the airport, I could literally do MapQuest directions and even be able to do this on the fly. So let's actually zoom in a little bit to this area, and we've got TX017 right here. And let's actually take a look and see what it looks like on the ground. In fact, let's just pretend for a second that I've been given a job to go and do a VMS review at TX017. All I have to do is basically find it on my map here. Maybe before I actually go in, I'd like to see what it looks like. And in fact, here is the housing authority right here as it exists on the ground. I don't really need this. What I really need to know is where's the best hotel that's closest to this housing authority. Now I've already turned on the hotel layer in this section down here on more. And what I can do now is I'm going to let the computer load. And I'm kind of a Marriott guy myself, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around. Here's a hotel. The Mermaid and Dolphin Vintage Inn? I don't think so, not for this trip. Here's one, Candlewood Suites. I know some people like that. Days Inn. And, oh look, Spring Hill Suites. That's a Marriott. So what I can do is I can simply click on that, and there's the phone number. So I don't have to search around. I don't have to go to the Marriott site and try to do an address near search or anything. Basically, I can click on the housing authority. I can zoom out to be able to find out where the concentration of hotels are, find the hotel that I want, be able to click here, and not only that, but I can literally be able to do directions to and from not just the hotel to the housing authority, but the hotel to the housing authority, but also from the airport to the housing authority, and be able to almost do a reconnaissance before I even show up. This is what I would consider a static application, where I'm basically got a database, it's got certain information. As we move into an enterprise system, we could literally be able to color code these small green icons right here to show red if we had a troubled housing authority, to show red if we had a housing authority that didn't pass certain risk assessments. And from that point, we could literally be able to, at a glance, tell which housing authorities in which particular geographic area we would want to actually take a look at. So this is just one small demo of what we would be able to do with this type of geocoding. And this is actually something that anybody who knows how to do an Excel spreadsheet could be able to tag and be able to do an overlay onto Google Earth.